Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. We are trying to interpret, translate, explain the narrative of God from the Holy Book of Quran. We are going orderly, verse by verse, and now we have reached the second chapter, which is called Al-Baqara, and the verse number is 18. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It is saying, Summun, Bukmun, Umyun, Fahum La Yarjiun. أو كسيب من السماء فيه ظلمات ورعد وبرق يجعلون أصابعهم في آذانهم من الصواعق حذر الموت والله محيط بالكافرين يكاد البرق يخطف أبصارهم كلما أضاء لهم مشوا فيه وإذا أظلم عليهم قاموا ولو شاء الله لذهب بسمعهم وأبصارهم إن الله على كل شيء قدير. As the audience remember, inshallah, in previous ayah, Allah had given an example for those who have in their heart some illness or sickness, and those were people who were claiming that they are believers, but in reality they were not, because they were saying with their tongue something and doing with their action something else, because their action and their talk and their statement were not coordinated, and it was quite contradicted to each other. And for this Allah said that actually they are not believers, and some of their habits and some of their psycho and some of their thinking, Allah explained it in verses that we have read it, and now we have passed it. And after these verses and this explanation that Allah given about those people, Allah is giving example of them, that these people who have in their heart some illness or sickness, their example is like that of a man who have ignited and kindled a fire to light his surrounding and his life. And that is a word for making life. Somebody tries, struggles, strives, and hard, long struggle he does to get his materialistic life a very joyful life, and with peace and all that thing that he wants. And after all, he gets to that and he reaches that point that he feels that his surrounding is lit and he is enjoying a joyful life and he is satisfied. Suddenly Allah takes away him, means his life ends. Of course, life have a point that ends at that point, and Allah takes his life and everything goes to darkness and everything is ended and he is left without anything. Now, after death, when he has not tried for the next life, he has not done anything and he did not obtain and he did not earn anything from his life for the life hereafter, then he got nothing after the end of that first life. So he is helpless now, and he is totally, his life has gone null and void. And now Allah says for this man in this verse number 18 that though he is someone bukmun umyun fahum la yarjun. Now he is deaf, not able to listen, not able to hear, and bukmun, he is dumb because of the situation and the condition that now he is facing. He is nothing have to say, he cannot say even if he wants, because when he sees everything that he had earned and he had made it with so long struggle, now everything is gone and he is alone, and nothing can help him, nothing can benefit him. So he is not even hearing, not able to talk, and even here it is said that he is umyun, while he's not, actually he's not. He's not deaf, not dumb, not sightless, or they say blind. He's not. But actually everything that these three parameter or element were benefiting from, those things, they are all gone. He cannot talk about the things that he had because he now doesn't have them. He cannot hear about them. If he had cattle, if he had, for example, cars, and if he had some more other things that they were making some sound and he was listening and hearing their sound and were enjoying. Now nothing is there, and he cannot see, means there is nothing that he should see. Everything is gone, everything is taken from him, and he is only alone, and nothing is around him, nothing surrounding him. The life that he was enjoying and he had made with all that struggle, all is gone. For this, Allah is giving an example of this man, that he is like a man that is deaf, dumb, and blind, while actually he is not. This is an example of Allah, that if you have everything, you are these organs, like ear, like eyes, like tongue, they work and they do and they talk and they see and they hear, because the things you have, the environment, your environment is active and everything is there. You can talk, you can see, you can listen. So if everything is gone, then it means that you have not these things, you don't own them. So Allah is saying for this man that someone bukmun umyun fahum la yarjiun, and Allah said that these things will not return, because he will not return. He will not return to his belongings. He will not return to his properties. He will not return to his all those elements and everything that he brought up and he got up and he had. He was withholding it, and he was owner of all those things, and he was enjoying. Now he is very far beyond all those things, and so he is deaf, dumb, and blind. This was for those who were claiming that they are believer and they were not believing, and their heart were sick. And this was an example of the ultimate thing that could be done to them by Allah, and that was to take their life. Then everything was to end. There is another example. Allah is giving that example too here. And this is also comprehensible. Somebody have to pay deep attention for the understanding of the depth of this example that is now coming. And this is like this, that the life is not taken. The man is alive. He has so many things. He has struggled for his life and earned a life and made a life. But now, what Allah does to him, or what happened to him, is that his life becomes miserable because of the sad events in his life, sad moments in his life, a very disappointing events that happen to his life. And Allah is giving example for this like that أو كَسَيِّبٍ مِّنَ السَّمَاءِ. Or see this man, that a thunderstorm, a cloud burst from heaven, from sky, comes and goes on his head. He feels that some very big thunder and a darkness and thunder and cloudburst is happening, and lightning is everywhere, and an environment of very danger feeling, and in a very somebody like who is a very fiery condition that he has, and everywhere there is a darkness and thunderstorm and lightning from the sky and raining with a heavy rain like cloudburst. And this makes this man life very feeling in danger, and he is feeling that there is a danger for his life and for his property. So internally and psychologically he is so much afraid of the situation, and he's not feeling very happy, but very sad is feeling أو كَسَيِّبٍ مِّنَ السَّمَاءِ, or a cloudburst that comes from the heaven. فِيهِ ظُلُمَاتٌ, there is a darkness in that. وَرَعْدٌ, there is a thunderstorm in that. And وَبَرْقٌ, and lightning is there. يَجْعَلُونَ أَصَابِعَهُمْ فِي آذَانِهِمْ, these kind of people who are not believers in the day of after, actually, they put their finger in their ear so that they can be safe, or they can make themselves avoid this situation and be safe and secure. But what happens if it makes some gain for them? Of course it will not, because it is coming from Allah. So Allah is saying that yaj'aluna asabi'ahum, they are putting their finger in their ear. From what? Minas sawaik, from the thunderclaps. That's a big sound when there are so much heavy clouds are contacting to each other and thrusting to each other. They made a big sound, that is a thunderclaps, and from that he puts his finger to his ear so that he can be safe, or he is not feeling that big sound is coming. From what is wrong with him that he is doing like that? Hazar al-maut. So he thinks that if he does like this, he may be rescued from the death, and death will not come to him if he does like that, and he can be secure and safe, or something like that he thinks, and he does like that. But Allah said the level of lightning is what is the level. In ayat number 20, verse number 20. Before that, Allah is saying that Hazar al-Maut, Wallahu muhitun bil kafirin. Allah's decree about their action or this act. Allah said, do whatever you can. Wallahu muhitun bil kafirin. You are all surrounded by Allah. And Allah is all around you, and Allah's action and Allah's reaction or Allah's wrath upon you is all surrounding you because you are not believing in Allah and the day after. So here, Wallahu muhitum bil kafirin. Those unbelievers are surrounded and they are besieged by Allah. Means Allah's power, of course. In the next ayah number 20 or verse number 20, of course, this is somehow a longer ayah or some points are there, so it will take some time. Inshallah, we will do it in the next session. Inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. God bless you.